Okay, so today I'm going to introduce the first maths problem, which is from a website called Enrich, which is fabulous for loads and loads of free resources and problem solving and different things like that. It's fantastic. Today's resource is called Totality. This is the web address for Totality, and it's got all the resources you need on there. You don't actually need any, but it is worth having. You can print out the game board, and you can watch the video on there, which is really good fun. Or you can copy the game board down on a piece of paper yourself. This game is suitable from anyone from 5 to 11, so it's really good for the whole household, and it's actually good fun. It really hones in on the skills of mental addition, but you can obviously, dependent on maths level, have children using jottings should they require it, counters or unifix or beans or anything you've got there to help them count if they're lower level. Now, the first thing you need to do is go to the website, and partway down the page on the Totality page is a video, and you need to figure out, first of all, what the rules of the game are. So you should have figured out together the rules of this game. Now, I'm going to reveal the rules, so if you haven't done that, please do. The rules so far are that one player writes a number down and the other player places a counter on the game board. Once they start, they need to move around the game and reach the number that the other person set out for them. Now, that seems quite simple, and if you're using this with younger children, then I would suggest sticking to that. The next player can take it in turns and they can pick a number and try and reach it. However, if you're looking at more able students, it would be worth exploring your number more carefully. So, is there only one way to find that number? How many ways can you find? Can you find all the possibilities? And so you can explore each individual number, which is really good fun. As you can see on this game board, you can start in lots of different ways. You can start at any point, but you could start altering your rules as you go along and saying that you must start on a 0, or that you must start on a 2, or that you must start in the centre, or you must start on the outside. And you can alter your rules to make the game more difficult. You can also challenge each player to one number, and the winner being the person who gets it with the least number of moves. The way you can explore the game board is to see whether they can find a particular number. Is there any numbers that they cannot get to? So, for example, can they reach 100? Is it possible to get to 100? Can they reach 100 without going over the same number twice, etc.? And then the possibilities are endless. So this can go on for quite a while, and I would suggest that when you're exploring larger numbers that you're definitely using some jottings for them to put down what they're doing as they did in the video. Remember that the nice thing about this resource is that actually you could probably just put a coin on the screen. You don't have to print it off. You can copy it down on a piece of paper. And you don't need a counter. You can just use a coin or anything that will be a placeholder that you've got laying around the house to do it. But it's good fun for you as an adult to engage with your child doing it as well. And it could even be a good fun family game. It's one of those ones where, you know, the learning comes without the try. You also could use Unifix for those children starting to add, and you could keep the numbers low for those smaller children, and obviously make the numbers more complicated for older children and getting them to explore in depth at what they're doing. So, for example, are they allowed to go on the same number twice, and getting to that point where they're looking at the quickest way possible to reach their goal. I hope you enjoy it. Okay, and thanks to Enrich.